Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess. So y'all know my slogan: "Life is a game of chess." Hey guys, I have a beautiful game that I want to share with y'all. With me playing this 2418, the Black Lion game, guys. It was pretty much nasty, but I wanted to show y'all this game because it really shows how one move can really mess up everything, guys. It could really mess up the whole game, and this is what I want to show y'all and give y'all some tactical ideas and concepts of why I make these type of moves. Before I actually get to that, guys, I want to make my public announcement, guys. For all y'all that know, I already launched my Maurice Bishop Chess University course, in which I was selling for $49.99. Well, guys, due to the whole COVID-19 pandemic and due to a lot of people, losing their jobs, I literally got back from a bank, guys, where they were actually closing that business down, and they actually got a letter saying that you no longer have a job. And it's not just that, guys. It's like a whole other business that's actually losing their jobs because of it. So, and the funny part, guys, I actually talked to one of the banker or whatever, and he actually was interested in chat. So I told him about my YouTube channel and things like that. Because of that, guys, I'm actually discounting that university course for $29.99, guys. $29.99. Now, with this course, guys, not only do you get the actual video courses and stuff, but guys, you also get my private study forum on Lichess, which is private. Which I use that because you can actually have hands on, but also, guys, I have all the notations like notated down, so you can actually go through it. Also, on top of that, guys, you will get an additional courses free of charge. Anytime I put courses down, there's no extra charges, there's no extra fees, no hidden fees, none of that, guys. You get that. And then on top of that, guys, for people that live in the US, you will get my personal number so that if you want one-on-one coaching, I can actually do that for you as well. And again, there's no extra charge with that. For people that are overseas, you can actually contact me through Zoom or maybe Skype. So with that being said, if you're overseas, you can still contact me. I can still give you um, one-on-one coaching, through the Zoom and everything. So, but again, guys, you get all this access once you actually enroll in the university course, and guys, you get everything pretty much, and the added courses as well. So, with that being said, guys, my description link of or my university link will be in my description box, so you could definitely check it out later. All right. So, with that being said, guys, let's actually get to this beautiful Black Lion game. All right. So obviously, my opponent played as white and I played as black. The move goes as follow: e4, d6, d4, e5, knight c3, knight b to d7, d captures e5, and then I go d captures e5. F4. Now, usually, guys, when I play a lot of high rated players, they usually play this F4, and the reason why they play this F4 move is usually they want to go bishop C4, and once they get this knight out to F3, they'll be able to castle kingside, and then of course with the bishop here and then a rook on F1, they can start harassing me on the F7 pawn or whatever. Start a nice kingside attack. So that's usually the real reason why they do that. But in this case, guys, I go c6. My opponent goes knight f3. I go queen c7, and bishop c4 is played. I immediately go bishop e7, and of course, guys, if he went somewhere like knight g5, I'll be able to take off the knight on g5 if he decides to do that. That's the whole point of bishop e7. F5 is played, and I was kind of surprised about that move, that F5. He pretty much closed up the F file on itself. Uh, I didn't really get that move, but knight G F6. He goes knight G5, and then of course, guys, I'm kind of forced to castle, which is what I did. White castles kingside, and then guys, I hit him with B5, pushing the bishop away. Bishop D3, I go A5, he goes A3, and I immediately push the knight out of the way as well with H6. Knight F3 is played, and I go uh, bishop b7. And the reason why I did bishop b7, guys, is because obviously, guys, as you can see in this position, this light square bishop is not doing anything. And it's literally the last piece that needs to be developed. So because this f5 is like closed, or because the f5 pawn is here, I wouldn't be able to utilize this diagonal because of the pawn is here. So I had to improve the piece position, which is one of the chess strategy principles. Anytime your pieces is not active, you need to improve the piece position, which is why I go bishop b7, because maybe, guys, I can undermine this e4 pawn. Um, simple as that. So bishop b3 is played, and I go b4. A catches b4, A catches b4, and he goes knight e2. And then, guys, I go c5. Uh, and of course, guys, I go c5 because, guys, I wanted to activate this light square bishop, which is why I wanted to attack the e4 pawn. So, guys, and this is where everything starts from, guys. I improved the piece position, and now I'm attacking the e4 pawn, which is being under attack, where I can win a pawn. So my opponent played knight g3. Now, guys, as you can see in this position, uh, what would be the next move? What can I actually do in this position? So the e4 pawn is protected by the knight and a bishop. So this is how I think, guys. This is how you should think. When you look at a position, what pieces on the board is undefended? And what I mean is, what piece on the board is not connected to a defender. And like, for instance, as you can see, this rook is protected by this queen. This rook is protected by the king. This rook is also protected by the knight on g3 and protected by the bishop on d3. This pawn is protected, or this bishop is protected by the pawn on c2, and the queen is protecting the c2 pawn. This knight on g3 is protected by the h2 pawn. This knight on f3 is protected by the pawn on g2. You see where I'm going with this, guys? Is there any other piece on the board, which I pretty much just gave it away because I just highlight everything? Um, what piece that is undefended? And yes, guys, you can guess it. Yes, this b2 pawn is undefended right now, but of course, I'm not really attacking that right now. Um, but of course, the main one we want to look at is this bishop on e3. This bishop on e3 is the only one that's undefended. So the move, and like I said, guys, the move that I did, I played knight g4. Knight g4 is what I played. Because this is the only one that's undefended, and I go knight g4, getting an attack in. My opponent played bishop f2, and now, guys, as you can see in this position, he moves it back to f2, and now, guys, what is the next move? What is the best move? What can I actually do after bishop f2? All right, what can I do? You know, yeah, I'll give y'all 3 seconds to think about it. Y'all can pause the video if y'all need to pause the video. Um, 3 seconds, guys. All right, guys. So as you can see in this position, guys, this bishop on e7, it's not blocked by anything, but obviously it's not really doing anything due to the fact that this knight on f3 is actually guarding the g5 square and is also guarding this knight on h4 square. This bishop on d6 wouldn't be doing anything as well. So it got to be a square that this dark square bishop can get to, or improving this piece position. What's the best way to improve this piece position? Well, the best way to improve this piece position is actually moving to c4, which is what was played, guys. I moved c4. Why did I go c4, guys? Because, guys, with c4, these pawns are very powerful, as you can see. Very, very powerful. And the only legal square that the white bishop could go to is bishop e2. After bishop e2, I go knight captures f2. Why did I go knight captures f2? Well, because, guys, I definitely wanted to go bishop c5. That is the move that I want to go, bishop c5. But of course, the bishop is already guarding these diagonals. So the best way to make life easier for this dark square bishop is to take off this dark square bishop. Because if I take the dark square bishop, I can create dark square weaknesses. All right. So I go knight captures f2, and obviously, guys, he takes with the king. Now, obviously, guys, he cannot take with the rook due to bishop c5, which that rook will be pinned, and he will lose his rook. Which is why my opponent takes with the king. I go bishop c5 check, and now he cannot hide in that g1 square no more due to the dark square bishop. And now he goes king e1. Now, even though white did castle, now it's like he did. It's like castling kingside was pretty much kind of like stupid anyway, because now he's back in the center of the board, right? Back in the center of the board. So what do I do, guys? I go rook a to d8. Why? Because I want to get the d file, guys. This is what I want. I want the d file. And again, guys, I could threat stuff like knight b6 or knight f6. You know, different ways I could go. So of course the queen gets out of that the rook's way or the foul and goes queen c1. And I go knight b6, and I think to be honest with you, I went knight b6 to protect the pawn on c4, but I think knight f6 was actually a better move, guys, because then I can hit on knight captures e4 a lot quicker. Because again, guys, the rule of thumb, you want to attack the center as fast as possible as well, especially with the position that I have. But I did knight b6. Knight d2 was played, and then, guys, what do you think that I played, guys? He's already was in a disadvantage already, but now he put himself in a deeper advantage, guys. You know, chess is 99% tactics, guys. So what do you think Black played in this position, guys? Come on, guys, think. You can pause the video if you need to. I'll give y'all 3 seconds. All right, guys. So if y'all already know, this probably may be too easy for y'all. But yes, guys, I played Bishop E3. Why Bishop E3? Because this knight cannot move due to the bishop is pinning this queen. And as you can see, it's just a lot better. My opponent actually played knight H5. And guys, in this position, what was actually the best move? Now, obviously, guys, I did bishop captures d2, but there was actually a better move, guys. A better move. What could I have played that would have been even better instead of just taking that pawn? I mean, instead of taking this knight right away. Yes, guys, you guessed it. The best move would have been C3. C3 would have been a way better move, guys, because I put even more pressure on the D2 knight and everything. And of course, yes, he will be able to free his queen and stuff, but at the same time, guys, he is like very stuck right now. And all I had to do was just go rook captures D2, and the game is just pretty much over. It pretty much would be me suffocating the life out of the king, which would be a lot better. I actually prefer that better. Uh, but yeah, but guys, this is pretty much what happened. I go bishop captures d2, he takes, rook captures d2, king captures d2, and then c3. Um, was it b captures c3, and of course, guys, I think my time. Well, actually, I was good on time, but I was pretty much moving fast. Obviously, guys, this is a bullet game, so it's not like a blitz. But obviously, guys, my move would have been queen capture c3 check, where I would have won a rook, because after this queen capture c3 check, he would have had to move back to king d1, and I would have just took his rook. You know, that's what I would have done. But in this case, guys, I just wind up taking with the b pawn, king e1. I go knight c4, knight g3, and then I go knight d2, hitting the rook. And then also, guys, I'm hitting the e4 pawn, but he's having to move the rook out the way, and I go knight captures e4, knight captures e4, then bishop captures e4, and then after rook c1, I go rook d8, and my opponent resign in his position. So guys, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show you exactly, how you should think. When you play your opponent, you should be looking at, okay, what pieces is not defended. Is there any weak squares? Is there any way I can improve my piece position? You need to think in those terms. You need to ask yourself those questions. Continue to ask yourself those questions because it really will prevent you from making a lot of mistakes. All right. So again, guys, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. And also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys. Peace.